ora, Pisces. Thanks for joining me. This is your reading, your storyline for this new moon in Libra. Yes, it is the new moon in Libra and a solar eclipse at the same time. In New Zealand and Aotearoa, we're having an election, and it is a bit of a nail biter. So there's a lot of stuff, isn't there, in the world going on. So let's see what your storyline is today. Thanks for coming in, and I do appreciate any like, subscribe, share, comment. It helps so much to keep this channel going, and it gives me this idea that, yeah, people are coming in, and it is a case of welcome in. So let's see, Pisces. Look at any other titles that stand out also. We're coming out here with the Knight of Swords. This is a pretty targeted knight. We have a target in sight, and we are propelled. I mean, we're moving fast. We've got blinkers on. We're just going for it. Speed. There is the target. Along the way, are we somehow feeling like there's a little bit of a repressive stalling or suppression going on here too? You know, like on one hand you're moving, you know, zeroed in on that. But then we have the Seven of Wands. You know, the seventh wand creates a level of friction. Now, we're talking about standing up for what we believe, standing up for our integrity. That's a wonderful thing. When we continue to have to do that, we kind of want to look around and see, well, what's around us? Who are we associating with? What is it? Because it gets exhausting to have to do that all the time. What's the guts of what is going on here? You know, with that Seven of Wands, and always having to justify yourself. Do you or don't you? I mean, I guess that's the question, because there's a real fast movement through coming in here for you. We then have the Princess of Wands, which is about expression, about overcoming challenges to freely express, because she's on her way to queendom. And that queen sits with that familiar. This is a big beast here that the princess has to overcome within herself in order to express herself really quite truly in terms of the will, in terms of her will and her fire. And within that there's an altar of flame, there's a purification that occurs here in order for her to sit on that throne as queen. And she has that familiar beside her because she doesn't want to forget the challenges. They make up her power. Challenges make this queen a strong queen, right? Then we come to hardworking. We're creating, we're perfecting something over and over again. There's a lot of things that make this up, this Eight of Discs. It's about work, it's about working hard. And what are we presenting out there to the world? Is it what we are choosing? Is it not? What is it? Do we feel satisfied with our creations? What is it? You know, what is it? So let's just go through. What's this? Speaking of what is it, let's go through and what is this Knight of Swords for Pisces? Oh, got far too many. Knight of Swords for Pisces, moving very quickly with a target. Have we missed something, Pisces? Or because I think we need to have a rest, take a break, have a Kit Kat. Four of Swords, we gain a lot of information about many things, taking this level of respite, largely things about our own selves. We also, to clarify that, have the Seven of Discs. Doing an energetic review seems to be a requirement before we can get to this particular target, Pisces. Let's look at the Seven of Wands. standing up for our principles. God, is it getting a little bit too tiring, or is it okay? Seeking higher guidance or mentorship. With the Hierophant here, we get given a key. We get given the opportunity to think about things a little bit more deeply. Certainly when we have this Four of Swords, Pisces, in order to keep a momentum here. Now, as I say that, in order to keep a momentum, we've got Eight of Wands messages coming through. I think the key here, speaking of keys and taking the key, is taking the key and entering our own peaceful chamber for a bit, just to receive some new info. So we've got this speed of communication, immediate, fibre optic. The river flows in the background. It's all movement. It's great. Let's look at this Princess of Wands. I mean, we're speaking these readings, sort of interpreting them as a metaphor. You know, it's a metaphor, isn't it? We're looking at the princess fired up and firing up and into a new zone, overcoming some things here, purifying herself at the same time. We've got the Knight of Wands, fire of fire character, reactive, compulsive, yep, but he does not, or she does not, ruminate over things, and so therein is a positive quality about that Knight. And ruminating over, we get the Empress here, creative, nurturing, all of that expression. It's about expression, Pisces, free emotional expression here. And then looking at the Eight, I'm about to lose my voice, I think. Eight of Discs. Oh, far out. So we've got the King, the King of Wands, straight down the line, clean and clear. There's something about clearing out the detritus in order to be able to express freely. What is the detritus? Is it sort of defense mechanisms or whatever, Pisces? We all have that. So we've got this King of Swords. What's worth working for? What is working in your life? You know, what is it? What is it? What's that about? So there's some work thing going on. King of Swords, straight down the line, not hot knife through butter. We then have the Prince. We're looking at understanding power in this adolescent Prince. How people use it, how groups use it, how we use it, and how enmeshed, intertwined, I would say, it is with our self-esteem. And that our biggest power is making choices. That is a power. We also then have Justice. Again, we've got one sword. There's something about your own, understanding your own ways of power play and all of that through here, Pisces, which is unusual. You don't normally get that kind of thing. And also being able to express freely. Because the less we do that, the more we inhibit that, the more frustrated and defensive we can become. And that just plays itself out with others. The Green Woman, we have very firm boundaries in this card. This is about the strength of growth, cracking the concrete. And we have strong boundaries. It doesn't mean that there's no fluidity or growth. In fact, it can enhance that. And so this is a wonderful thing. Wow. Rock mineral crystal that you can carry with you during the week, Pisces. Titanium rainbow quartz. Awakening all chakras. Ultimate manifestation. Vibrancy and powerful shift. And I do see that is happening for a lot of you Pisceans out there at the moment. I hope you got something from this reading. On that note, dear fishes, take good care. Take good care over the week. Carry that titanium rainbow quartz in your mind's eye, or carry some if you have some at home. On that note, ka kite and thank you. Cheery now. Bye.